It came like a wave, violent and unashamed, all at once, overwhelming the shores of my heart, a relentless destruction. Needing no prompting or instruction, this situation will take me out, God, if you don't touch it, as with the boogeyman. In softball-sized hail, I had only ever heard tale of depression, but she'd never sank her claws into my neck, tearing away at the flesh, then left the rest to rot. I thought they were just being babies, sitting around all day complaining, we get it, you're sad. My bad, I mean depressed. We all get stressed, right? Then when my number was called, I didn't recognize her voice at first, small bursts of sadness when nothing was wrong at all. It began as bouts of gray, for 1 and 2, then 10 days, getting worse all the while. I couldn't remember my last smile, and laughter was longer since. And then clouds of gray exchanged for blankets of black, wrapped like ash around my lungs, tied my tongue, then hung me just outside death's door. And so I'd see it, and I'd speak it, and I even breathed it deep. But thank God Almighty that door never opened for me. God, how could you let this happen? I've known you my whole life, tried my hardest to live right. I'm responsible, respectful, and I forgave you for my height. It was so hard being 16 and every bit of 5'9". I've been a light to everyone around me. I'm funny, kind, and I show myself friendly, yet somehow I always find myself lonely. I think it's contagious. A leper oozing dread, so they touch my head. Pray for peace. Say their amen, then quickly leave or skip contact entirely, yet ask me, but are you praying? But no, are you really praying? The bags underneath my eyes, still heavy with tears from last night's cry, are insulted. The assumption being that I must not be praying hard enough, because if I did, God would change his mind. Cut the rope and loose the binds. You'd be surprised how many sleepless nights I've spent begging God to resurrect joy in my heart or anything other than misery. Really. I'd even settle for being just okay. You took the me away, and I just want some of it back. It can't be that hard, God. Or do you just not care? And not to be rude, but I'm sick of people offering me nothing more than prayer. You've got to do something. I can and I do pray for myself, but I cannot be my own friend. But then I remember the last time that I felt this bad. It was the guy you wouldn't let me tie my soul to. The guy that now has no wife but has a baby ×2. And that's not the worst thing, because my mom is single too. It's that he treats him something awful, and worse, he doesn't know you. Wow. That was almost my plight. So in a season of life, when you're struggling to believe in tomorrow, imprisoned by sorrow and pain, in Paul and Silas type chains, it might be all you can do to just throw up your hands and call out the name, the one who didn't ask permission from the wind nor waves, they just obeyed, the name, who didn't ask Noah for so much as one bucket of water with which to flood the earth. And when leading him to the promised land, God didn't ask Moses for directions first. Creation bows to his will. The darkness still cowers in his presence. He can bring life or death simply with his essence. His power is restless. A love so reckless that he gave his own life, needing none of my help or anyone else's. So know that it's okay to not be okay. Have a stubborn faith. Cross your arms and stand your ground. God will be there for you whether you shout or don't make a sound. Remember, there's no formula for getting God to move. Judging from my Bible, he's a pro at save, search, and rescue. God's got you. And all he needs is an invitation. If you'll have patience, he comes like a wave, violent and unashamed all at once, overwhelming the shores of your heart. It's a relentless pursuit. Needing no magic or excuse, God will change your circumstance, but first and foremost, He will change you.